Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a new knife from Oknife. This is the Sentry L1, and it's a knife that got released in September 2023 for Obuy's, which is the partner website to Obuy or Olight. So Obuy's 1 year anniversary, and they released this knife along with another knife. In that sale, and I went ahead and picked it up because I wanted to go ahead and check it out. I've got a couple of the other knives from Oknife here just for size comparison and reference, so in case you guys were on the fence about picking up the Sentry L1 and you wanted to see how it compared to some of the other knives from Oknife, you can go ahead and take a look at that now. So on the box it does give you a representation of what the knife looked like. Obviously I already knew right off the bat that this was going to be a big chunky knife, but I really do like the blade shape. The blade profile was really cool. It is a D2 blade. It has G10 handles, as you can see right here, and then it comes in at 8.55 ounces. So again, pretty heavy big boy knife here. So let's go ahead and slide this open. Typical Oknife packaging. You have the sleeve and then you have the box right here. Open that up. Underneath, as we all know, the knives are now coming with the corresponding patches, and this patch is a really cool one. So it does show the knife open right there, and it says Sentry L1, and then it's got a what I would say a Gila monster, maybe. Komodo dragon, one of those two, but really interesting. I'm not exactly sure how they pick the mascots because each one of these knives actually has a patch that comes with them, and they have a mascot associated to them. I don't know how they pick that. I do like the fact that they are including the patches as opposed to not including anything, but I do miss those challenge coins that used to come with the coins with the knives when they first got released. As always, all the knives do come with a pouch here. There is some information and a cleaning cloth underneath there as well. We won't bore you with that. Inside the pouch is the knife. And take it out of the packaging here, and here it is. Again, really cool knife. Again, you could definitely feel the weight to this, 8.55 ounces, and you definitely feel every single ounce of it. Now, if you follow the channel, you know that I recently reviewed another blade from another manufacturer that was similar to this. So I do like these kind of larger cleaver style blades because this is actually a cleaver style blade. I think they look really cool. I think they are pretty utilitarian and you can use them for a lot of different things. So again, taking a look at the knife itself, let me see if I can get you some rough specs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, little over 5 inches in the closed length right there. It is a G10 handle. It's fairly aggressive, but it's not uncomfortable, which is nice. And then you do have these cutout finger grooves right there, which are polished. So that's pretty nice as well. The only drawback with having these already inset there is, depending on the size of your hands, they don't always fit everybody's hands. I've had some pretty good luck that they do fit my hands for the majority of the knives that come with finger grooves already cut out, so we'll see if this is the same. You do have a very large lanyard hole in the back right there. You could fit pretty much any type of paracord you want in there. If you do want to go ahead and add a lanyard to this. Now, because this is a chopper, you might do some light chopping, I would say. So if you want to put a lanyard in there, maybe to put around your wrist so you don't, it doesn't go flying off or anything like that while you're using it, you can do that as well. It is a flow-through design, and then you do have the 3 standoff pins in the back there, so pretty easy to clean if you did have to do that. You do have a deep right short pocket clip. Again, with a knife this size, it's going to take up a lot of room in your pocket, so I don't know if I would pocket carry this, but if I did, I do like the fact that it does have a low right clip with the Oknife logo etched right there on the clip, which is pretty nice. This is a flipper design, so you do have a small little flipper right there, a little bit of jimping at the top of the flipper if you don't want your finger to slide off. But if not, you do have a hole opening here. I don't know what I would call that. It's not a rectangle per se, but it's got the hole right here, and then it has a smaller cutout right there, indentation, so I guess you could reach it down here or up here depending on what's more comfortable for you. But again, it does have the flipper, so you can go ahead and use that. Now your pivot screw right here on this side is blank, which is nice. This is what people would call the show side, and then on the opposite side you do have the screw hole right there. So let's go ahead and deploy the blade. Wow, very aggressive snap, rock solid lockup as should be, And oh yes, razor sharp. So again, this is a cleaver style blade. Blade length, I'm using my rough estimate right here. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 4¼ inches of blade length. But actually cutting edge is 1, 2, 3½ inches, I would say. So again, roughly 3½ inch cutting edge. Almost 2 inches wide though on the width of the blade itself. So again, very big blade. Very nice functionable jimping in the back. As far as the finger cutouts, they fit very nice on mine. You do have a forward choke right here, so if you do want to choke up on the blade for more intricate cutting, you can do that. And then you do have this little point right here, which is very aggressive. So in case you needed to pierce something or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. Again, this is a D2 steel blade. You do have the name of the knife right there, the Sentry L1. And then on the opposite side, you have the model or the SKU or the model number for this one, serial number. That's the word I was looking for, the serial number for this particular one. I like how this is kind of flat in the back there. I like the ergonomics. It looks really nice, and it looks really awesome, really awesome. This is a liner lock. Again, for such a big blade, I did get a comment on my last video saying that it would be better off having another type of locking mechanism as opposed to liner lock because it's such a big, heavy blade, and because it's riding on some really nice bearings. I'm not exactly sure. It is drop shot right there, so really awesome. But lockup is great, as I already mentioned, and it is pretty easy to get in there to disengage the locking mechanism to go ahead and close the blade. So the flipper works great. Let me try the thumb, or not the thumb hole here. Okay, I can definitely get it open pretty easy if you wanted to go a little faster. My whole finger kind of fits through there. If I wanted to do a reverse or a spidey flick, let's see if I can do that. Yeah, I can kind of get it in there. So again, really nice fidget form factor on this rather large size blade. So size comparison, bigger than that, bigger than that. Let's see. A little bit bigger than that. Okay, so let's move everybody down and show you the comparison between some of the existing models from Oknife here and where this particular one would fall into. So at the very top you have the Sentry R1, then you have the Sentry L1. This particular one, if you guys are not familiar with it, is another kind of cleaver style blade. This is the Gaur, G-A-U-R. All right, so that's in the middle right there. And then you have this one here, which is the Heron L1. So Sentry L1, Heron L1, and then this is one of their other knives. This is the Heron R1. So again, Heron R1, Heron L1, Sentry R1, Sentry L1. See a theme going on, and then the guard is the one the odd man out. If you guys are interested in seeing reviews on any of these knives, I believe I have individual reviews on most of these. I'll go ahead and kind of leave them below or link them at the end of the video. That way you guys can check those out. Again, this is the other new knife, the Heron. This was the R1? Yeah, the R1 that was released in September alongside the Sentry L1 there. So there it is, a size comparison between the different blades from Oknife, or the larger size blades. They do have a lot of other kind of smaller form factor blades, but I think it fits really nice into this lineup here. I am digging the way that Oknife is doing their knives. I like the variety that they're coming out with. As you can see right here, they have everything from a kind of tactical looking with color on the handle and on the blade, to something a little bit more futuristic looking, to something more utilitarian but with a lighter color handle. Again, this one has a black blade, this one has a lighter color handle. This one is completely blacked out, but you do have more of a stonewash look on the blade right there. And it is a big heavy blade. And then last but not least, a Sentry R1 over here, which has a very thin blade, but it is super razor sharp, and it is marketed as more of a like a camping chef knife, a folding camping chef knife. But again, you guys can see it here in my hand. It is a really big boy. So really awesome selection as far as the larger size knives from Oknife, and I am so glad to add the Sentry R1 Sentry L1 to that collection, because I think it fits really nice. As you guys can see, every one of these knives is different and it's unique in its own. So there it is. I just wanted to give you a look at the new Sentry R or L1 from Oknife, part of their new collection sale for September 2023, but it's also the 1-year anniversary of Obuy. So if you guys are interested in purchasing this knife or any of the other knives, I will leave links to Olight and Obuy's websites, and you guys can go on there and check those out. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.